All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Gabe Rodriguez, and this is my resource review presentation. I did my resource review presentation on Black Lives Matter in school, and my introduction is about this man, Deshaun Jackson. He was a school teacher for 6 years, and he taught at an elementary school, and he kind of just he wanted to introduce the students to like black men, and he wanted to kind of just show them that like black men aren't scary and that like they're regular people just like the rest of us. And you know so he actually had realized that only 3% of black men are teachers, so he kind of wanted to shed a bit of light and just kind of educate and inform the students about really just kind of black men, and just seeing everything in the news and just trying to show younger children and kids that they are just as good as everybody else. So he actually planned out this event for 200 black men to come to the school, speak to children, encourage them, and just build some bonds, relationships, and kind of just inform the younger children and even everybody at the school just on how things are. Just it's kind of like a little bit of a distraction on the news and everything, shedding all this bad light on black men and all the killings and everything. So yeah, he just kind of wanted to educate the children, spread some peace. And on the day that he planned to do that, it was a big event. Somebody actually an anonymous person ended up calling it a bomb threat, and it was actually canceled. But luckily, the same day, 50 of the men still decided to come back, and they went on with their day. And yeah. So eventually, the children got to the school and meted the men and gave them high fives. They were welcomed by the staff. They were playing the drums in the back. So it was a pretty cool experience. And yeah, they just wanted to change some of the stereotypes that the news had, really put on them. And just they wanted people to see who they were for themselves and just kind of change that narrative. And one cool thing also was that the teachers at the school and some of the other staff wore shirts like you see on the screen right here. Black Lives Matter, we stand together. All right. And some of the reasons that I actually chose this was because I thought it was pretty interesting, and I thought it was just really cool. I really like how they go to schools and they educate kids on some of these like matters and topics that they don't really go over in the classroom. And I know in some parts of the country there may not be like as many people of color, so it's really nice that they're kind of going around and just talking to kids, educating people, and just kind of getting rid of that ignorance, and just just spreading information and kind of doing away with all the lies, and just kind of showing people that like, hey, we're people too. There's nothing wrong with us, and yeah, everything is good. And yeah, another reason that I chose this was because on their website they actually have a whole list of 13 reasons, or the 13 guiding principles, which I didn't put all 13, but I put about like 5 or 6. So a couple of them are restorative justice. As we forge our path, we intentionally cultivate and sustain an environment that is rooted in compassion and empathy, where we can make mistakes, grow, and express the fullness of our humanity. That kind of just shows that like, yeah, that they just kind of want to be a part of the community, not be treated any differently, and just, just want to live like everybody else. Empathy. We cultivate empathy by seeking understanding, and engaging comrades with the intent to learn about and connect with their context. So this is kind of just like connecting and teaching and everything. So loving engagement, our interactions are guiding by a commitment to embody justice, peace, and liberation. Diversity. We accept and celebrate the unique qualities that make us different and the shared perspectives, circumstances, and commonalities that connect us. I feel like this is kind of just like saying that even though we may have different hair, different skin color, we're really not that much different. We're all people at the end of the day. We all have feelings, and we all want to be recognized and understood. And number 5, globalism. We recognize that we're part of a global black family in a common struggle towards liberation. We stay attuned to the different ways we are impacted, including our privilege as black folks who exist in different parts of the world alongside our other contexts. I thought this one was really cool because they don't only care about black people just in America. This is kind of like a global movement, so that's why I really liked this this web page, because they not only kind of shed light on just obviously African Americans, but other black people in different cultures, different countries, so I just thought that was really cool. And number 12, I kind of skipped a few, but unapologetically black. We are unapologetically black in our positioning. In affirming that Black Lives Matter, we do not need to qualify our position. To love and to desire freedom and justice for ourselves is a necessity and prerequisite for wanting the same for others. We proudly embrace our blackness. I really like this one because it's just showing that, black people are not ashamed to be who they are. They love their skin color, and, they just love themselves, and that's it, so I really, really like that one. And technology. The reason technology is so important is because, everybody uses it across the world. So, you may see one thing and you may get some sort of idea of that type of person, or that the person on what they did in that maybe one video or action, and that kind of puts it gives a bad reputation to a certain group of people. So I feel like this is why technology is so important, because it could either kind of make or break somebody when it comes to how people portray you, when they don't see you and you're not really in kind of like the mix, like, for example, people in like India who have or China who have maybe never seen like a black person would never know all these things, but they may see all these different things online about them and be like, wow, like these people are crazy, or these people are good, bad, so we just don't want people getting the wrong impression, so that's why technology is such a big factor and plays such a big role in all of this. Highlights. Some of the highlights of this movement is just like it gives not even just children, but people in general, just more information, and it kind of sheds good light, because black men want to be understood, and they want to be seen, and they don't want people thinking that they're these criminals, or this, that, all these bad things, but they just want to show people really with their actions and not with their words, who they are. That's why I think this is such like a highlight, because these men are going out of their way to show these people who they are, what they stand for, and just they're very caring, and they want to educate you on who they are and everything else about them, so that's what I think is very good about this. Some pitfalls are that some people could not really like this movement and, go against it, it could totally backfire, which I don't think it has, but, that's definitely a possibility of what could come from this movement, Opinions. So some of my opinions are, I just really think that this is a really good tool for people to use and, people to educate themselves if they may not know, I think that, it's a new time and people really need to be more accepting of everybody. And I think that this is just a great way for people to kind of connect better and, get out their comfort zones, learn more, and, just be more accepting, loving, and caring of people who just don't look like you, So that's why I think this is such a great thing. And some of the questions. We have 3 questions here. How long was Deshaun Jackson a teacher for? Deshaun Jackson is obviously the man who started this. How many men showed up to the school on the day of the I forget, like their little I guess you could say like holiday. And then what is one of the 13 principles? So Deshaun Jackson was actually a teacher for 6 years. And how many men showed up to the school? There was 200 men that showed up to the school. And one of the 13 principles is diversity. And I'll give you a little description of that. We recognize, accept, and celebrate the unique qualities that make us different and the shared perspectives, circumstances, and commonalities that connect us. All right. Thank you.